Many centuries ago, so many that not even the oldest stones of the Andean highlands remember the exact count, the world was a place of shadows and chaos. Tribes wandered without purpose. Sacred chants faded into forgotten echoes. The earth, though rich and generous, had never known the guiding hand that could awaken its true potential. The gods watched from above, but none intervened, until he made the choice. Inti, the sun, eternal father, lord of light and time, lowered his golden gaze upon the valleys, rivers, and snow-capped peaks. He saw men lost in ignorance, fighting over scraps, worshipping mute idols, trembling before forces they could not comprehend, and in his divine heart a decision was forged. He would not leave them like this. In the sacred silence of dawn, Inti summoned his two most beloved children, not born of woman but sculpted from the very essence of his radiance, Manco Capac, the warrior of wisdom, bearer of the civilizing flame, and Mama Oclo, weaver of destinies, guardian of the hearth and harmony. Into their hands, he placed a rod of pure gold, no mere staff but a living symbol, an instrument of cosmic power, and gave them a mission that would reshape the destiny of South America. Journey wherever the wind carries you, where this rod sinks effortlessly into the earth, as if called by the soil itself. There you shall found my city. There the navel of the world shall be born. There the empire of the sun shall begin. And so, wrapped in a radiance that made the waters of Titicaca tremble, they emerged from the sacred depths of the world's highest lake, as if the earth herself had birthed them to redeem her. Their journey was no pilgrimage. It was an odyssey carved in wind, stone, and blood. When Manco Capac and Mama Oclo stepped onto the shores of Lake Titicaca, the golden rod blazed with supernatural brilliance. It was no inert object. It responded to the heartbeat of the land, vibrated in the presence of telluric energy, and emitted a faint, resonant hum when near a blessed place. But in those early days, the earth rejected the gold. The rod stood firm, unmoving, a divine verdict. They walked north, crossing frozen paramos where the air sliced through lungs, descending into gorges where condors watched from above like celestial messengers. In every village, every camp, every tribe they encountered, they repeated the ritual. They drove the rod into the soil, and each time the earth spat it back. But they had not come merely to test fate. They had come to transform. Wherever Manco Capac passed, he taught. He showed men how to terrace maize fields to prevent erosion, how to domesticate llamas, how to build irrigation canals that made deserts bloom. With his deep voice and serene gaze, he imposed order without violence, justice without cruelty. Elders listened to him as to an oracle. Youths followed him as to a general. He conquered not with swords, but with ideas. His weapon was knowledge. And Mama Oclo, she was the light that calmed storms. In every home she entered, women set aside their chores to listen. She taught them to spin vicuña wool with nimble fingers, to weave patterns that told stories, to cook with herbs that healed as much as they nourished. But beyond technique, she taught them dignity. She showed them that the home was not a prison, it was the heart of the people, that the woman, weaver of life, was also weaver of the future. Tribes began to change. They stopped warring. They shared harvests. They built small temples to the sun. And when the siblings departed, children ran after them, crying, "Come back, teach us more." Still, the rod refused to sink. On certain nights, as fire crackled and stars wheeled silently overhead, Mama Oclo whispered her doubts. What if the earth never accepts us? What if the sun was mistaken? Manco Capac, eyes fixed on the flames, always replied the same. The earth does not reject us. It is testing us. The place is not just anywhere. It is the place, and we will know it when we arrive. Not all was blessing. In one region, a jealous chieftain, fearing their influence would dethrone him, sent assassins under cover of night. But as spears rose against Manco Capac, the golden rod flashed with blinding light, and the attackers fell to their knees, paralyzed by an invisible force. From then on, the rumor spread. They are invincible. They are children of the sun. And the myth grew, and with it their power. After years of walking, so many that some swore they were immortal, They arrived in a valley encircled by 12 sacred hills, a place shielded like a cosmic womb. The air here was different, denser, alive. Birds sang in perfect harmony. Plants grew twisted, as if bowing in reverence. Manco Capac felt a shiver. Mama Oklo closed her eyes and breathed deeply. "Here," she said, "I feel it in my blood." He took the golden rod, raised it to the heavens as if asking Inti's blessing. Then, with solemn grace, he placed it upon the earth, and without resistance, as if the soil were melted butter, the rod sank until it vanished completely. A thunderclap roared, but not from the sky. It came from below, from the mountain's core, and then silence. A silence so profound, it felt as if the entire world held its breath. Then from the depths a sound arose, an ancient song, a melody of stone and root, as if Pachamama herself were celebrating. "This is the place," Manco Capac said, kneeling. "Here, Cusco shall be born, Cusco, the navel of the world." With their own hands, they dug the first foundation. With tears of gratitude, Mama Oklo buried blessed seeds. They summoned nearby tribes, and they came in droves, bringing offerings, stones, timber, hope. Within weeks, the first walls rose. Within months, the first temple of the sun. Within years, a city that seemed as if it had always been there. But it was not only the rod that chose the place. It was something deeper. Legends whisper that beneath the exact spot where the rod sank lies a door, a portal connecting this world to the Uku Pacha, the underworld, and to the Hanan Pacha, the celestial realm. That Cusco was not built upon the earth, but within an energetic node, a convergence of invisible lines the Incas called seques, channels of power linking shrines, mountains, and rivers in a sacred web. That Manco Capac did not merely found a city, he activated a gateway, and the golden rod was never recovered. It remains there still, buried, pulsing like a golden heart beneath the Plaza de Armas, feeding the soul of the empire. What was born in that valley was not merely a city, it was the seed of an empire that would stretch from Colombia to Chile, from the Pacific Ocean to the Amazon rainforest. An empire that mastered engineering, astronomy, terrace farming, and the most efficient messaging system of the pre-Columbian world. An empire that spoke in stone, building without mortar, defying gravity even today. But beyond history lies myth, and myth has a life of its own. Were Manco Capac and Mama Oklo truly children of the sun? Or were they beings from another dimension, sent to guide humanity? Was the golden rod an extraterrestrial artifact, a telluric energy condenser? Why is Cusco designed as a cosmic puma, with Sacsayhuaman as its head and the Huatanay River as its spine? But beyond history lies myth, and myth has a life of its own. Were Manco Capac and Mama Oklo truly children of the sun? Or were they beings from another dimension, sent to guide humanity? Was the golden rod an extraterrestrial artifact, a telluric energy condenser? Why is Cusco designed as a cosmic puma, with Sacsayhuaman as its head and the Huatanay River as its spine? In the mountains, elders still tell of a time when the world again descends into chaos. When men forget harmony, earth and sky, the children of the sun will return. They will rise from Titicaca, or perhaps from the depths of Cusco, and they will teach again, heal again, rule again, with wisdom again. This legend is only the beginning. Behind every carved stone, every Inca road, every Quechua chant lies a secret, a code, a message encrypted in sacred geometry, stellar alignments, rituals still practiced in silence. Do you want to uncover them? Subscribe. Because this is not just history, it is a map, an invitation to explore what truly happened and what is yet to come. The mountains still guard secrets, and I am ready to reveal them.